Oh, hello, and welcome to Wraggys Taproom. Um, 10 minutes earlier than I originally planned. Didn't think actually I'd be home this early, but we left the pubs in Beeston early. Came home. Wife's got cakes to do, and so people. I'm not really supposed to be on until 6:15, but it gives the chance for me to open a beer, start chatting, and do all those things that we all like to do. And so got myself a nice kind of. Let me just sort this camera angle out because this is the issue as well, isn't it? Bloody camera angles, and that sun's a pain in the arse as well. That's better. My head's on the camera. Nobody's in, so it's good. Got a nice Bang the Elephant rum and raisin dark chocolate ginger chocolate stout to drink and review before I start going through all the beers that have come out. So the reason for the beer review for the Wraggys Tap Room tonight was to actually go through the absolutely stonking amount of beers I picked up last week. And I'm not joking. It's a ridiculous amount of beers. Some that I've got multiple times. Prices. There's been a few that have been chopped and changed. So these things happen. And as long as I've got the money's worth that I originally went for, then I'm all good. I mean, I understand that, with the power of the internet, when you're ordering from, and this was holborns.co.uk, this was, and I will put the link in the chat at some stage so that people who watch what I've unboxed tonight, good evening, and let me just, I'm bloody camera, because I'm outside and in the sun, still got some serious phone issues, and that's why I'm outside and not in the beer room. And I did try and do a video on this the other day, but there was some right bloody shushing going off. So apologies for any audio issues. I will have to go out and buy some sort of microphone that you plug into USB, and go down the not so tight route. So I'm going to crack open a beer because I've had a few drinks this afternoon, as you do. Look at that rum and raisin dark chocolate ginger Imperial Stout. If you haven't watched the review, it's an absolute belter of a flipping beer. Blackbeard's Delight. I'll have a chat first. Then about 6:20, I reckon, I'll crack the beers open and show you what these people are selling, which is amazing. The amount of beers I've got, all sorts of beers, craft beers, barrel-aged, German lagers, a stunning set of beers. So, give me a glass. Yeah, so I went out yesterday to Fox and Grapes, a pub in Nottingham, Castle Rock Brewery pub, celebrating their 5th birthday. And gotta be honest, good evening, Mersey Bears. How are you, matey? And 5 beers in there. Then I went to Neon Raptor and had the 16% beer. And bloody hell, that was a good beer. And if I hadn't been on my own, I'd have drank more. And the funny thing is, last night, got home. My daughter was in town yesterday. Got home, and you got some misplacements, but it's all end of stock stuff. Yeah, I get that. The Adventure Beer Hall, that was a good beer hall as well. Ended short, you think? Rightio. Hope not. You never know these flipping videos. So I'll crack open a beer and then I'll show you what I actually managed to pick up. I've got 3 boxes. I've already torn off my address off the boxes. Died about 30 minutes in. Yeah, it was about that time anyway. Yeah. Imperial Stout. And why wouldn't you? These things have to happen, don't they? And whoa, the table's wobbling. And I put the can on the floor because I don't want a £10 beer going over. It wouldn't be good. Absolutely amazing. For anybody getting to Nottingham's Robin Hood Beer Festival, Beer and Cider Festival, for those pedantic bastards who moan about me not saying cider, even though I am a cider fan myself. That's if they're watching. Probably not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys bring to the beer festival. Should be an absolute stunning beer festival. So yeah, I'll wait till 6:15 because I have put on social media that I'll start at 6:15. I just couldn't be asked to wait. I got home and I thought, oh, sod waiting. So I played around with this timer thing, whether it showed up or not, I don't know. That 30-minute timer, no idea. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, rum and raisin at the front, tobacco, leather, as you would get from an Imperial Stout base. 20p beers in March this year. You can't believe it, can you? Jesus Christ. And I'm tempted, not straight away. I have beers to get through now. But it's definitely on the radar now. And even if they send me different beers, it's not a biggie. I probably won't go for as many beers as I went for this time. I didn't get 78. I got probably about 65. So some of the cheaper beers were probably missing. And I got a few Polish ones that I wasn't expected. So swings and roundabouts, I get that, at that flipping price. What are you going to do? You're not going to moan. I got the Imperial Creme Brulees that I was after. So it's the box ticking beers that I wanted, the ones that I was really looking forward to getting. Beautiful weather tonight in the garden. Polish craft lagers as well. Yeah. So I think that's what they did. These are probably beers that they've got and they haven't put on the site yet. So depends on how their systems work. When orders come in over the weekend, if their system's not good enough to take off what's sold, and then you're going to get that. So as long as people aren't moaning, let's be fair, fucking 10 and 20p for beers. If you've got a load of them in, you're not going to be overly bothered about missing out on a few. The one beer that I did not want to miss out on was the Thornbridge barrel aged one because it was a tenner. Now that I would not have been happy, but I definitely got that. I've already seen I've got that. So hope everyone's okay. Been another cracking weekend. Like I say, yeah, I was out yesterday, out for a few hours today, gardening this morning, although I got pissing wet through gardening. Done a load of beer reviews. 50p for a 9% exactly, mate. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Hey, dog's got off his bed. So we've made the god-awful decision to put him to sleep on Monday. And fucking hell. Absolutely rips my inner soul apart, but bless him. It's not fair. And, I suppose in life, when you look at people in life, old age pensioners, people that know they're dying, they can't do anything about it, but they want to die, they want to go, but go on their terms. And yeah. Anyway, I won't talk about that because I'll be absolutely fucking bawling, and I don't want to bawl when I'm doing this. Ow. So, yeah. At times he's all good, and at other times he's pissing himself, pooing himself, and yeah, it's not fair. He's not the happy dog that we've loved for all these years. Jennings Brewery's gone now. Jennings Brewery was a decent brewery. Yeah, they're Cumberland. Can't remember the proper name of it, but oh, that's ridiculous. Witchwood Brewery's been a shame, hasn't it? If any of us know Witchwood Brewery, Black Witch, Goliath, they had some stonking beers, and they've all seemed to have died a death. Bar humbug. It hasn't been, and they've replaced it with a few beers that just aren't really decent. Good evening, Carl. Good evening, Benjamin. And yeah, it's really sad to see these big breweries being shit on by these mega breweries. I hope that no more Nottingham breweries get bought out by the likes of Green King, Bloody Marstons. Oh, he's knocked me fucking impet. So he's just fought by the table and knocked me impet. Good evening, Slurpee. Yeah, Marston's Carlsberg again, another shit brewery. Yeah, just leave it there. I'll put it away later. Drinking Paulana Hell's out of date. Bought from Holborn's, 20 pence. Out of date this June. June, what's June, mate, for a beer like that? So yours came as well. That's great to hear. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's tough. I'm going to record a load of reviews probably tomorrow, and then I'll be off the reviews till probably Thursday, just to sort my head out. So now we've reached 6:15, and as long as the dog don't wallop let me put my beer over here. I don't want him spilling me Imperial Stout. Two of the boxes were decent. One of them, how the fuck that got to my ass without breaking, I'll never know. All Jennings beers disappearing. Cumberland Ale is a lovely beer. It is a lovely beer. 31 beers for 19 quid, mate. Fucking hell. Can't fault that, can you? I mean, I went for some more expensive. Hope you didn't get any of the ones I was expecting. So, here's the beers. Here's the first box. So, from Coniston Brewing Company, Gluten-Free Gold. I don't think I actually clicked on this, but is what it is. 4.7%. Hoppy, vibrant and refreshing golden ale. I do like Coniston. I've had some of theirs before. And look at this. This was cheap as chips, this was. Pissed as a fart. I just ordered out-of-date German stuff. Bless you, mate. So, Beertown Breweries, Imperial Cranberry. I've actually had the cask version, which was about 4%, 5%, something like that. So, 9%, flipping 9%. A velvety stout with burnt cream, Madagascar vanilla and molasses. Beertown, I've had some good beers from them. Proper. Happy we're getting that one. The beer that I really wanted to get. Mini kegs on this week for 19 quid. Coniston Barley Wine, number 9. Never had that, mate. Sounds amazing. So, yeah. The Thornbridge Necessary Evil. Their Caribbean Rum Barrel-Aged Stout. I paid a tenner for this. It's normally about anything from 11 to 13, depending on where you go. You know, for £3 off, I'm good with that. And I've had the original version. There's about 4 or 5 versions of this now, and they're all bloody amazing. Yeah, if you can afford to get them, obviously. So, from Coniston again, their Bluebird Bitter. Do hope it shows up on this crappy camera. English Pale Ale, 4.4%, and obviously from Lancashire. So, yeah. Oh, in Cumbria. So, is that Bowman Beer Reviews country? Cumbria. It is on the other side, isn't it? Carlisle. I do remember that. It was a Beertown beer, mate. I'll go back to the. Click on your thing. Yeah, show. Oops, sorry. Say. I won't be having a break from beer. I'll just be because we're putting the dog to sleep Monday, mate, and I will not be in a good place for a few days. So yeah, Beertown's Imperial Cranberry. I mean, I may do beer reviews over the days, but they won't be live. And if I start getting emotional, Coniston was in Lancashire. Yes, Bournemouth country. So next up, from never heard of this brewery, Ulverston. I do apologise. Getting used to the camera being in the middle. Fra Diavolo, whatever that is. 4.3%. Taste of distinction. Carlisle is Cumbria. Coniston is further south in the Lake District. Right, yeah. So Carlisle, Yeah, is Greg's part of the world then? So dark rich beer with aromas of roasted malts and flavours of bitter chocolate, espresso coffee, and a hint of vanilla. 4.3%. Never heard of them. I've had the creme brulee on cask. Yeah, it is a stunner. It is absolutely. So, and Coniston again. Infinity IPA and highly hopped India Pale Ale brewed with pale malt, 6%. And like I say, I probably paid about £1 for this. Fucking quid. You know, you can't fault it, can you? Pound. Right, next up. Hey, another Imperial Creme Brulee. Hey. Yeah. You damn well know I'm drinking one of them tonight. From Uprising, it's their Wasteland Double IPA, 10%. I think, and Adam might know, Mr. Merseybears, that was either 20 or 50 pence for a 330ml bottle. Bloody crazy price. Cumbrian beers here, brilliant. Yeah. I'm really happy to get beers from all over because I don't visit there often. And this is the issue, you know. And sometimes postage and packaging just kills you. Going to Yorkshire in October, so I'm looking, hopefully if I've got the money, spare money to do it, and I'll try my fucking best, pardon my French, I'll try my best to actually do it. But so yeah, Uprising, based in Berkshire, so Windsor, Legoland country, and yeah, 10%. Get in. Right, next one. Oh, what do we have? Another Imperial Creme Brulee. Oh, 9%. You got the last of the Wasteland, yeah. I mean, I'm hoping a lot of people from the channel, because of you Adam, saying what you did, a lot of people got some good cheap beers. And it's also helped Auburn shift a lot of stock. So hopefully by the power of YouTube, fucking hell, dog, don't go any further. By the power of YouTube, we've actually helped a company get rid of stock, and we've all got a bargain. Literally, you can't fault that. If you're struggling to shift stock. So yeah, Celebration Ale from Ulverston again. Yeah, Lancashire again. Pale, refreshing beer brewed with malted barley, wheat, hops, water, and yeast. And brewed to celebrate the unveiling of Laurel and Hardy statue created by Graham. I love Laurel and Hardy. That's great. I absolutely love Laurel and Hardy. Oh, pleased I got that. And I've just noticed it's Laurel and Hardy on the front. How great is that? Such an iconic pair of comedians. So I've got another Infinity IPA. And well me Dan, I've got another Imperial Creme Brulee. Good evening, Stuart. How are you? You was in Ulverston. Hey, good on you. So, moving on to next one. So, Cumbrian Ales, Lake District, Life of a Mountain, 3.8%. And yeah, new beer, new brewery. BBC hit series features a life in the a year in the life of the Lake District National Park's most popular peat, Helvellyn. So yeah, brewed to celebrate Terry Abraham. So that's nice. It's nice to see a beer like that. Now I've got 3 of these. Lucid Lupulus. It's a year out of date. I don't give a monkeys. And it's a CBD, so a cannabis derivative, CBDA infused pale ale, 20 milligrams. So, hey, might be getting high on this one. Yeah. Maybe 3 of them. So they would have been about 20 pence. So, yeah. There's the 3. Job's a good one. Lakes nice man. Awesome. Again from Ulverston. Laughing Gravy. And 4%, Taste of Distinction. Set in the majestic rolling hills of southern Cumbria. So it's nice. I'm drinking beers from the good fellow Boorman's area. So that's brilliant. And named using the Laurel and Hardy theme as a tribute to Ulverston's most famous son, Stan Laurel. Wow. Is that not great? Make sure you have no spirits or wine in the house for next week. Yeah, it's not going to be a good week, mate. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I can see him in front of me. You see him walking around and you think, are we doing the wrong thing? But he's 16 and he's proper struggling. His bones are hanging out of his back. He's not in a good place. Good evening, Thomas. But yeah, for somebody who loves Laurel and Hardy, that is amazing. I'm really happy. Didn't know that when I bought the beers, obviously. Laurel and Hardy's best films, yeah. I do remember. Flipping out the song they did. Virginia on the Jesus Christ. It will come to me. So next up from Cumbrian Ales is their vanilla oatmeal stout. Good evening, Brett. How are we? Lonesome Pine. Yeah, mate. Oh, what a bloody song that is. The Trail of the Lonesome Pine. Yeah, I'm not singing it, but yeah. 4.8%. Dark, smooth and aromatic ale with delicate vanilla notes. Brewed on the shores of Eswaith Water. That's how you pronounce it, obviously. Near Hawkshead. Hawkshead Brewery, eh? In the heart of the Lake District. But yeah. So, for those coming in, switch the laptop. Fair play, mate. Yeah, very good, mate. I'm going through a big beer haul that I got from Holborn.uk. Adam sent me the link, Mr. Merseybeers, and paid £7.30 for a pint. Oof. £7.30 is a bit steep. He sent me a link to this place last week, and I got a shed load of beers for 53 quid. Some multiples, but I wanted the multiples. So from Beertown Brewing, it's Kodiak. I've actually had this on cask. I think. Yeah, 4%. Well-balanced pale session beer with a citrus bite and a dry finish. From Congleton in CW12, wherever that is. So, Beertown Brewery. Ooh. Last two from this box. Ulverston again. Flying Elephants. Set in the majestic. Oh yeah, again, and it says it all themed to Stan Laurel. So again, fantastic. It's sad, isn't it, Thomas? That it's truly sad that pubs are closing, and when good pubs close, it's utterly disappointing. You know, some pubs, there's crap pubs. And another Kodiak, so these must have been cheap. But, so that's the first box. Cracking box, let me tell you. Oh, God, it's as heavy as bloody hell. £9 delivery for 3 boxes is balmy. So, Jesus, mother. I need a drink. Rum and raisin, dark chocolate, ginger, Imperial Stout, bang the elephant. Blackbeard. £9 a can, mind you, but worth it. So here's one of the ones that was replaced, Adam. And this is got to stay off the beer till next Saturday. Oh, fair play. So, mate, I got this beer haul. I'm on the second box, and I got this from Holborn.uk. I paid it. When I did the checkout, it was 78 beers, German lagers, craft beer, all sorts, for 53 quid delivered. Some were 10, 20 pence, 50 pence, 80 pence. You know, It was a look of the draw whether they all came, because I don't know if their systems are that great, but I got some belters, so I can't complain at all. So this is Perveska Pomok, a Polski Leki Pils. So it's a Polish lager, in other words. That was awesome, Benjamin. You know, that's stunning price. 2 good impies for £6. And they're never going to go out of date. Trust impies, IPAs maybe, but bloody impies, no. Yeah, the Polish lager on Wednesday night was decent. Fair play, fair play. Do apologise for the sun. It's right in my face now. Yes, I definitely want to do a beer advent calendar this year. Good evening, Tad. Hope you're well, mate. Definitely want to do a beer advent calendar this year. Definitely want to do low cost beer, because the cheap, you don't know what you're getting. It's all random breweries, and that's what I like. I don't really want to know what I'm getting, and I want beers I've not had before as well, which is, it's the main thing, isn't it? Good evening, Thomas. So yeah, that's the first one. Next one, Coco Wonderland. This was 20p. It went out of date in January. It's a 6.5% beer. Who cares about chuffing days? 20p. I'm sure it's 20p. I mean, Adam might be able to tell me differently. 6.8%, an absolute belter from Thornbridge. Yeah, it's good to be alive. This is why I like lives, because I can chat to you. You can chat amongst yourselves, and you can have a beer. I mean, I've got a cracking beer. I've put it over here because Doc keeps wobbling the table. And I'll go through the beers first, and then we'll do the chatting. 20p. Yeah, I thought it was. So this is Schneider Weisse, alcohol-free Weisse beer. Yeah, I only got it because it was cheap. But it's a Schneider Weisse, a couple of quid beer. And it was probably about 20-30p, something daft like that. So I got 3 as well, I think. So Cornish Orchards, Blush Cider, Rosé Cider. I hadn't had this one, so it was good to do. Nice Rosé Cider. Yeah, it does. In bottles, it lasts for ages. Beertown Breweries in Congleton, Cheshire. Rightio. Nice new tap room. I've got 3 bottles or 4 of their Imperial Cranberry Ale. Looking forward to that. So from Cumbrian Ales again, Lowes Water Gold, 4.3%. Brewed in the Lake District, winner of many awards. The cask version of Lowes Water Gold was awarded Camera Champion Golden Ale of Britain. So there you go, an award-winning beer. Probably about £1 a bottle for this one. And then from Burbant Glasney, so if that's how you pronounce it, I have no idea. Mango Weizen, 5.2%. I'll put it close so you can see it. That was probably about 50p, something along them lines. Ridiculous prices. And from Uprising again, based out of London, I think. Graf, Berkshire. Apple beer, 4.5%. It's lovely and sunny in the garden, yeah. Probably a good thing as well, because the internet in the shed is absolutely shite. So one does apologise for that. Profanity. The mango one was the only one you didn't risk. So, new to me, never had this before, never heard of it before. Maxwell Rayner Hells. So obviously a lager, in the grand scheme of things. I don't know anything about it. 4.8%. So get it close to the camera so you can see. I tell you what, if you've got the pennies, it's an absolute must visit site. Obviously, if you've got the pennies. So from Hawkshead, I mean, we know Hawkshead have not got a great reputation. And I too am not happy with what they did to Saddlers. Yeah, mate, Tad. It was from Holborn, holborn.uk. If Adam can put the link up, that'd be fantastic. as well as the gold lager. You left the mango as well. So Hawkshead Stout, 4.5%. Yeah, be a fan of beer reviews. A beer review. You know, I'll try and keep politics out as best as I can. So again, from Beer Town, it's Wodgetech. Yeah, it's Holborn.uk. There you go. And we'll put that on the camera. There we go. There we go. I can leave that there now for everybody coming on the chat. So this is deep golden dry finish of citrus fruit and juniper berry, 5.5%. And you know, it's by the community sharing these links that we all gain. We all gain. Northern Monk Heathen. Go and try the Imperial Mild after. Oh, fair play. Right, next up. From Paulana is Munchner Hell. If that's how you pronounce it, obviously. Benjamin, if they're getting these beers because they're end of date, people are going to buy. You know, low-cost beer have made a fortune these last 2 years in COVID, simply because the beers are cheap. People don't really care for dates. You know, most people, most beers, 99% of beers are great, even out of date. Not 100%, but certainly 99%. Certainly these beers like this, fucking hell. Pardon my French. So, another one. I think I've actually got this twice. So this is Perswa Pomop Lecky Plus. Yeah. Yeah, I've got it twice. Same beer. So yeah, another Polish lager. So from Cumbrian Ales. Wow, Cumbrian Ales. They're going to know a lot about Wraggy by the time I've done. Life of a Mountain. I've got a shitload of breweries to tag in. I'll do it box by box. I'm not tagging them all in one go. So a Yinger, I've actually had, I think I've had this from Low Cost on draft. So it'd be nice. It's nice to have it in the bottle. Obviously, technically a lager, 4.9%. But yeah, if you're a fan of German lagers, what a resource this is. And again, Burbant Klasny, so I presume it's Polish again. Pils, 5.1%. So these are the ones I don't think I ordered this, but it doesn't matter. You know, I got the beers quite cheap. I'm hoping the internet doesn't die on me. It seems to have gone on a funker. Oh, it's gone back up again now. So hopefully people can hear me. Hopefully, yeah, do apologise. So I've also got something Malatrainer Zickel Max, whatever that says. So yeah, I've got that one. Yeah, whatever it says. Yeah. There you go. Max O'Reina, Zwickel Max. Yeah, I think that's what it says. German lager's best in the world. Yeah. 4 or 5 months best in 12 months. Yeah, so flipping heck. Still decent at that. And I got another Burbant Pils. So, and this one. So it's Meki Leidewani Pils. Brauer Nuke. 4.5%. 4.5% beer. Yeah. I had no idea. There we go. So I presume it's Polish, is it? Is it Polish? Yeah, I think it's Polish. So yeah, these are one of the beers that I probably didn't order. There's a funny German lager. I expect licorice. Oh, I tell you. Another Cumbrian Ales, Langdale. So yeah, flipping brilliant. You know, it's great to, and this was 2012 winner. Oh, Champion Golden Ale of Britain. I think I've had that one already. And yeah. And another Conesty Infinity IPA. when I put them on the beer wall, I'll actually be able to separate them. Whatever I've got 2 or more of, or 1 or more of, I'll have a neck them or swap them. So, God, that's heavy. Now, I have it. No, help, babe. Don't take me laptop. Any Wraggys Gold? No, they sold out, mate. Yeah, they sold out of the Wraggys Golden. Yeah. Let me get some Imp. Thirsty work this, going through boxes. Obvious. The beer of the show so far is this one for a tenner. The Caribbean rum barrel aged. Oof. Get in. Hofbrau Oktoberfest beer. Lovely. So, third box, last box. From Brightside Brewing Company, Maverick. God, I can't even read the words. Manchester. 4.8%. There we go. First time, never had one of their beers before, so that's great. Next up, I've just had this on cask. It's from Thornbridge, Market Porter. Would be German lager, because that's quite interesting, Benjamin. I think for me it'd be Imperial Stout, but that's a bit of a piss, I suppose. From Uprising again, it's Treason, their West Coast IPA. 6%. And what a belter. So, next up, from Schneider's Babish Hell. I've had this before. 4.9%, but it'd be nice to review it again. Yeah, I've just had it on cast this afternoon. Licorice at the front, coffee aromas coming in, and local pub in Beeston, so not overly far away. They're having tap takeover this week. So, Coco Wonderland. More Coco Wonderland. Another Uprising West Coast IPA. 10 of those. Beef. Can't fault you. So I've got Lindy Boom Pilsner. Looks like it's Dutch, Netherlands, NL on the back. 5%. Again, new beer for me, so brilliant. Oh, the hells. Wow. Like German stuff then. So another Treason West Coast IPA. Krackendale Citra Pale Ale from Thornbridge. So obviously a lot of Thornbridge need a shed extension. Yeah, I've got to get rid of all the glasses off the beer wall, but I'll only put single bottles on. Might be dicey, that one. Yeah, I've drank some crap over the years. I've got to fall for it sometime. 5.2% that fella. Got 3 of them. So another Heyinger. Don't think I ordered 2 of these unless it was cheap. Another Coco Wonderland. Another Coco Wonderland. Maxorena Slosh Gold. Always get loads of Thornbridge. Yeah, maybe because Thornbridge brew so much that they have a lot of stockpile to get rid of. I will definitely be going back. Yeah. Well, once I've got rid of this lot, anyway. So, one of the beers that I really wanted to get, McConnell's Creamy Vanilla Stout. 5%. There we go. So this, at least this shows you what's there. There's a lot more there. Castle Gold Lager. Super cool. Another Heyinger. So Another one from Brightside, and it's B-side. It's 4.2% Manchester, obviously, again. And again, from Brightside, Chuck. All right, Chuck. Gluten-free, 4%. So, yeah. Oh, Chuck. All right, Chuck. And I've got 3 of these. So, from MBH, it's Big Idea Oatmeal Stout. Mobberley Brew House, wherever that is. Cheshire, 5.2%. Yeah, 3 of them bad boys. I presume it was cheap. That's why I bought 3. And finally, one of the other top beers that I wanted to review, and this is another reason for keeping my eye on them in the future, because if they are Thornbridge, if they're very Thornbridge do a lot of good impy stouts. So Pardus Chocolate Orange Imperial Stout, 8%. I think this was £2. So I know there's beers missing that I ordered. I know I didn't order the Polish ones, so I know that. But overall, £53 for all those beers is stunning. Get rid of the box. Oh. So yeah, what a sight. You know, fair play to the bloke. Yeah, £2, mate. And you know, we know that Thornbridge do these type of imperial stouts all the time. So absolutely amazing. So obviously beer time there, so I can actually drink. Cracking beer hall though. Benjamin, what are your thoughts, if you're still in, obviously, your thoughts on what you ordered, just you know a bit of a, you know, what you thought of the company, because you know, yes, there's some bits I didn't order, but overall really happy. Yeah, they got here, which is the good thing, and they got here. Yeah, there's some different ones, not everything that I wanted, but overall cracking. Open your first beer in a minute. I know, tempted to go down the shed and get my can opener and get that one of them Imperial Creme Brulees opened. So I'm on Black Beer Delight. You can get this from beer shops. Search Bang the Elephant. Rum and raisin and dark chocolate ginger Imperial Stout. So I'll let you into a secret. Bang the Elephant, like a lot of breweries across the UK, they've got a fantastic Imperial Stout. And they just add different flavors. So their base Imperial Stout is the same. They'll add flavors, and that's where they get what they get. Benjamin, exactly the same as me, mate. I did not get no emails. Didn't get an email to say it was shit. I did from DPD, not from them or whoever shipped it. Yeah, the communications, but same as me, he responded to my email and jobs are good. Started locally, always been known as wine merchants. So it may be the thing that they get beers cheap, and you know, like a pallet of beers for nothing, for next to note. Just, you know, they're offered a pallet of beers. Say, look, we've got these beers, we need to get rid. That a day, what are you going to pay us? They'll pay a silly price, get them, and ship them out. And that's how I think how it works. Let's be fair. The 10 and 20 pence beers, if they'd have sold them at 50 pence, they're still going to sell. You know, at that price, they will still sell. And even the stuff that wasn't discounted, some of the stuff was good, cheap price. So it's well worth supporting Holborns, holborns.uk. Yeah. Good evening, Kevin. So for those joining now, you've missed out on the unbox. I'm not going through them again. There's far too many. Take me all fucking night. But before the first 40 minutes, I was showing you through all the beers. 40 minutes showing you through beers. How ridiculous is that? And not 40 minutes, actually, about 30 minutes. So, but there's some amazing beers. The link's there on the screen. And like I say, absolutely amazing beers. I mean, I didn't get this from there. I paid £9 for that one separately, mind you. But yeah, £9. You know, only problem is now I can't go buying any more beers for a while because one, I'll get the bollocking from hell. I mean, I went out this morning and paid another 43 quid on beers, and I got them a little bit discounted, 10% off. So Life of Mountain. Yeah, really looking forward to reviewing all the Cumbrian stuff. It's Greg's country, so you know it's good because I can you know, that area of the world, wherever a beer reviewer is from a certain area, I replay. Yeah, mate, that link. Even if you've got some spare pennies for beers, some of the beers you may not get all the beers you asked for, but it's worth a try. I went for Jaipur. And I got no Jaipur. And I actually did click on Jaipur. So some of them didn't show, but overall, top quality. Yeah. I'm not greedy at that price. I know that it's a bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a gamble. But I got about 5 creme brulees, so I'm happy about that. And one's getting drank in the next hour. Might do a sneaky beer review, as you do. So went up to 3,000 subscribers yesterday. I've actually dropped back down to 2.99. I had a load of people subscribe yesterday, and all of a sudden 12 went off. So whether somebody was using some sort of bloody clicked on and got his mates and then clicked back off again, these things happen. I'm always better announcing things when I'm well over the number. But in any case, you know, literally on the verge of 3,000 again. So it's all good. And it means I need to get me hand in my pocket and go and get that bloody Bell for Fire. 40 quid beer. I think the last time I did it, and Nagan did it not long after. And fucking hell, rough as hell on that. I will do it live. And I'll do it early in the day, and I'll make sure I have some food beforehand, although not too much food, so I'm ill. But yeah, it'll be an absolute cracker. Yeah, 75%. Oof. You just ordered 16 beers for £4.20 and free delivery to the Isle of Man. They can't afford to even do that, can they, for that price? But you know, if it clears their stockpiles, free delivery to the Isle of Man's just balmy, isn't it? It's just, I thought the same when I ordered last week. I was in the pub in Beeston, as I normally am these days, and I kept clicking on and clicking on. I got to 78. I mean, I ain't got 78 here. Ooh. But I've got a flipping good amount. In fact, I'll just count how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 in that box. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Oh, fuck me. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So 65 in total. So some of the cheaper ones obviously disappeared. But click and collect. Yeah, don't click and collect. Just order the 20p beers. Yeah. Life of Mountain is a lively boy, for your information. You do get them, don't you? Yeah. This is why I've got a laminate floor in the shed. Yeah, because I've spilt more beers on the shed floor than the lip. Yeah, you walk in and it's stinking, and it's like, oh Jesus, need to get the mop out, give the shed a clean. I've just looked at me Imperial Porter. So I've brewed a St. Peter's Imperial Porter, 9.5%. It's worked perfect. Smells divine. Good evening, Lee. How are you, matey? Yeah, it smells divine. And I'm going to barrel it up tomorrow and probably bottle it next week. Because obviously I've got a secondary fermenter, but I'm going to do a beer review when I barrel it. And the Imperial Ginger Beer has also reached 16%. Yeah. So that's amazing. It needs a week to settle and clear. But bloody hell. So that's 80 pints, 40 pints of 9.5, 40 pints of 16, 40 pints of 16% ginger beer. So yeah, it's gonna get messy. Yeah. It's not a good day to it's not it's not a good week for me to be drinking big beers and spirits. Yeah. So I got the old fella walking up and down the decking, but he's total shadow of his normal self. But so on the bang the elephant, and oh, table's moved. Oh, look at that. Nice and thick. Rum, raisin, and ginger. I need to get them to do a bloody butterscotch impy. Around about 14%. And get me involved as well. Yeah. All these collabs they do. I don't know. Hey, you can but hope, can't you, one day? Yeah. I don't want to be remembered for just for Wraggys golden ale. Yeah, I mean it's all right, but now it's 3.8%. Yeah, there's bigger beers in the world. £65 boat and rail to collect my four. It will cost you £65 to collect your £4.20 beer order. Let's hope not, mate. Let's hope not. I mean, if it gets there for £4.20, then it's worth you doing a video, and that's absolutely, praising them for what they've done. Northern Star, best before December 22. Where'd you get that from, mate? From just, what, one you've already had? 21 even. Fair play. So, out of curiosity, I'm going to click on something and see what it does. So, does that do it? No, it does fuck all. No, get rid of it then. Tropical Ferret on 4 for £6. Yeah, Badger beers. Badger beers do some quality traditional beers. You can't fault them. But you've gone and clicked on click and collect. Yeah, you can email him and ask him what the price is going to be. £4.20 though, fucking hell. And all 20 pence beers. Hey, Jesus Christ. So 17 beers for £4.20. I mean that's some. I mean, if you're like Adam who lives locally, it's worth just nipping down and going, right, I want 60 beers. If I live locally to there, I would be ram raiding that shop. Not technically ram raiding it, but I'd certainly be buying a shitload and stockpiling them. Yeah. Now, at that price, you could sell them to other beer reviewers for like 60 pence each and make profit. And Adam's thinking now, why are they fucked in to do that? Yeah, you could sell them for more, bang them in a box, jobs are good. And the Black Iris Imperial Mild Benjamin. Yeah, salted caramel for me is a strange one. It's I either like it or I absolutely bloody hate it. It is it's a strange old flavour, isn't it? Yeah. Giving half of the can to the bloke next door. Sod that. I'd have still necked it. Ram raiding days are back in the 80s. Hey, they might come back, mate. Yeah. This winter, cost of living crisis. On the clawing pan for Imperial Stout. Oh. Absolute stunning beer. Clawing Panther. Black Iris Brewery. I had it on the release. Well, I had it on the night after the release night when the Taproom opened. Met up with Emperor's Brewery and Pip from Thornbridge, who was at Blue Monkey Brewery. And yeah, absolutely stunning. Can't afford petrol to go around raiding. No, not these days. Jesus Christ. Hey. Thank God petrol's come down though. Yeah. I can't go to my other workplace 3 times a week because I literally can't afford the petrol. And I was putting 25 quid in the other week. I'm actually putting 20 quid in now. So it's got better. And I'm actually winning on the petrol from what kind of name is Pip? Yeah, whatever his mum and dad named him. Yeah, Pip Rag. So not Rag as in WR, but WAGG. If it turns up in a plain white van, he got this ferry to you. Is that what it turned up in yours, mate? Super unleaded. You need super unleaded. Oosh. Yeah. To be fair, most cars run better on super unleaded. Petrol cars, at least. Never had Clawing Panther. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So if you're on that Benjamin, you're going to be getting coffee. You're going to be getting, it's boozy, it's coffee, and an all-round superb Imperial Stout from Black Iris Brewery. If anybody sees their Biscoffy, Limp Biscoff, their Biscoffy Imperial Stout that Black Iris had just brought out, that too is absolutely stunning. I was fortunate enough last night to go to Neon Raptor and try their 16% beer with me. Their Neon Raptor collaboration with Adroit Theory from America. Not sure which part of America, but there you go. And that was absolutely awesome as well. Good evening, Lorraine. Good evening, Steve. Like I've got a bra on. God, I hope not. Do you know, funnily enough, I've worked with somebody, another bloke, obviously, and he tried to push me into the urinal in a pub. And for some reason, he took his top off, and he looked like he had, man boobs. And it's like, ooh. And I'd rather have a slightly thinner, more muscly chest than something that looks like, not right, put it that way. Don't turn up in a week, nip round the shop and have them. So, Philip, delivery took 5 days. What I will say, matey, is I ordered 78 different beers. I got about 65. So some of the beers may change. Oh, he got pushed in. Yeah. Yeah. I was sober enough to push him back. Yeah. I'm a nicer person these days. Don't do silly things like that unless provoked. But he ordered them 2019. Yeah. Lidl are doing an Oktoberfest beer, £1.50 a can. Ooh. Yeah, but the beers, yeah, as Benjamin said, they come. And Adnam's Broadside, fair play. What do you get, Lorraine, from Adnam's Broadside, out of curiosity? Always interesting to see what people get. Last bottle I got from Adnam's, there was a strange taste to it. Not what I normally get from Adnam's. I really ought to have contacted the brewery and just said, look, I've done this beer and there's an off taste to it. This is the channel for that beer. I know, Tom. Yeah. fucking goblin. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, Philip. You may get some. How are you doing a load of cheap lagers as well from next week? Oh God, I can't afford it. Skull 2.8. Skull 2.8 is not bad. I've had it. It's okay for a one-off. Yeah, we have one-off beers that we drink and we think, yeah, I've had it once. Won't touch it again, but it was okay. But yeah, most of the beers came that I ordered. I think some came. There were some swapsies. But what I would say, Philip, whatever you're ordering, for me, the beer that I ordered that I really wanted was this one. 10 quid for that. That I'm really glad, because that's a 10 quid beer. I would not have been happy if that was missing. And there was a couple of box tickers that I really wanted. As for the rest, I was just glad to get what I got for the price that I paid and delivery. So yeah, it was good. So I'm drinking Blackbeard's Delight from Bang the Elephant local brewery. Fantastic craft beer brewery, mind you. Oh, rum and raisin, ginger, dark chocolate on an Imperial Stout base. Absolutely spot on. I myself will be brewing an Imperial Stout soon, grain brewing. But I also want to challenge myself. Looks the beauty of the website with Bankrupt. Yeah, thankfully, you start getting to the wines and spirits, and they're not so cheap. So you'll soon pack in. But I tell you what, if you start at page 1 and go to about page 11, I think you've done by then. Then you start getting to the more expensive stuff that you're not going to bother with. But oh God, they're not the best at communicating. I've got to be honest. Their emails are crap. And the best thing to do is after a few days, just say, "Hi, mate. If you hadn't had a Bramall is a superb home brewer. If you haven't had a reply off them, just give them a nudge and just say, look, mate, I put an order in. Can I just check it all went through, just out of, for my anxiety?" And he'll email you back within an hour. So he's good. He's probably got to page 2. Oh, shit. I know, when they're cheap, it's like... So for those who are wondering, what the hell's Wraggy on about? The link that Mersey Bears has posted that's highlighted is the website. Copy that link or write it down, or whatever you... Go to the site. If you're up for a bargain, this is the place. As I've said, you may not get all the beers you ordered, but you'll get a good... For what you've paid, you'll get good price of beers. I mean, I've got 4 or 5 bottles of, I think it was 4 bottles of Imperial Creme Brulee. And while the daylight stays in, I've got about another hour, I suppose, I'll carry on. And yeah, it's nice to be doing lives. I was going to do this earlier in the week, but work, time, and other factors stopped me. Looking to do a Sunday night live as well, and looking also to try and start bringing people in on lives, other beer reviewers, beer community people, and having a bit of a chat. If my internet can actually do it, still got to sort the internet out. It's a real bone of contention, and I do apologise if the picture's crap. And all of a sudden, it's gone crap because I can see it's not showing. No, is it showing? No, I think it's okay at the moment. It's when it goes to the measurements, that's when it goes funny. Yeah, fucking internet. Does my bolting. Right, Lorraine. Yes. I do need it sorted out, mate. I can't go all winter sitting out in the garden. It's freezing. I'll be freezing me bits off. And yeah, you don't need them freezing in the winter. It's cold enough as it is. Lorraine, Adnam's broadside. Usually it's There was a funny taste to it the other week. I can't remember personally. I've reviewed a lot of beer since then, but it didn't taste as it normally tastes. And I'll tell you another beer that hasn't tasted the same, or looked the same at least. King Goblin. King Goblin did not look the colour it normally looks. Is this the start of the breweries dropping the amount of malt, hops, whatever they're using to create the beer, and by using a cheaper method to get the ABV, because the ABV is not dropped. So Broadside is still 6.3%. King Goblin is still 6.6%. But are they using sugar instead of using, what they normally use? Obviously, breweries don't tend to go down the home brewing route where they put sugar in because it's cheaper. Or is it cheaper? The malt and whatnot. Yeah, I've heard this for years, Shane. Hobgoblin is not the beer it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it was. And you've got to look at Marston's. Cheap method is sugar. Rightio. Yeah, because you can use light malt, dark malt, malt extracts and whatnot, can't you? Harry, is that Harry Blue Nose? Fuller's add sugar. Right. Wow. Shepherd Neame do too. Wow. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. It's amazing how, I suppose, let's be fair, as long as the beer is near or as close to tasting as it should do, then it's not a problem. It's when there's a clear and distinctive taste difference in the beer. Is that when people who drink that beer regular notice. I don't drink Adnam's Broadside regular. Literally, 5 times a year. Oh, Harry's top class lad, yeah. And he stopped in Nottingham as well. And he knows Bubbles Massage. And we're not going down that road. I've never been there. I know where it is, but there you go. Yeah, around the corner from Fox and Grapes. Yeah. And if you go on the internet, tap in Bubbles Massage. Although I don't think any ladies should, obviously. But yeah, it's illuminating. And these places exist, in this day and age. But then again, the internet these days is full of that sort of stuff, isn't it? I mean, the links I get, because my email is public, the links I get every flipping day. They've stopped trying to sell me Viagra now, so I don't know what that means now. I don't know if they think now I'm too old to use it. Yeah, bastards. And it's amazing the trends on the internet where it changes, the spam email you get. I mean, I had a video go viral last year, the Strongbow Dark Fruit video, and after that my emails went up silly, bullshit emails, and it's like, fuck me, where's these emails coming from? And they keep calling me Sarah. Obviously my name's not Sarah, and it's like, hi Sarah, and it's like, fuck off. Do I look like a Sarah? I mean, across the world, somewhere in the world, you may look like somebody who's called Sarah, in the grand scheme of things. But that's not. That's a bit talk like a Sarah either. These things happen, don't they? So you can hear Charlie in the background. He's having a good walk around the decking, and pray to God we're doing the right thing Monday. Pray to God, yeah. Is Sarah my weekend name? God thanks. Yeah, Lorraine, you're not the first one to say this. I've got friends from both the beer community and beer drinkers, over a decade, all saying that Hobgoblin is not the beer it was. It's thin, it's weak, it's slightly artificial tastes. That tells all of us that they have lowered. They're probably using sugar more, and they've certainly destroyed Witchwood, because Witchwood had a lot of belting beers. I mean, you look at the range in supermarkets compared to what you used to be able to get. Like I say, Black Witch was an absolute belter. I know it creases me, Shane. It really does. Yeah, but Black Witch, Goliath, Arrow Rain. There was a shed load of different beers, and now we're stuck with King Goblin, Hobgoblin, even Ginger Beard. You don't really see that very often. It's sad. I suppose if you live near Witchwood, you may see more of their beers on cask. Glucose syrup is an old Carlsberg trick. As you say, Benjamin, you know, that there are going to be bottle shop owners that are trying to get rid of old stock. And I think as a beer community, we know that, God, that squirrel was dicing with death. There'll be a lot of bottle shops there'll be a lot of the crap of the, what's the word? Like, drop stuff on my green ass. Pigeon. Squirrel, rather. There'll be a lot, you know, I'm trying to think of the hipsters. That's the word I was looking for. The hipsters will be buying the craft beers at full price non-stop because they've got the money and that. But for others, good evening, Ben. Just approaching Bradford on the train. Hey. Dice Man. Yeah. Dice Man. I like Dice Man. I thought that was okay when it first came out. I haven't tried it since it first came out. But yeah, back to bottle shop owners. There'll be a lot of bottle shop owners who've got stock that they're going to have to try and get rid of. And so going in and buying their cheap stock, at least they're still maybe getting some of the money back they paid, not all the money back, obviously. How the hell did you get down there? Boozy. God save dog. So, hey. Don't we on me? So, here he is, the old man. Bradfield, great place for Uber. Yeah, I mean, you can understand, you know, trying to get your money back, selling it at full price. I mean, you're a business, aren't you? So, you know, obviously, like all of us, we've all got to pay for our bloody gas and electric these days. Bradford, right, yeah. Yeah, we've all got to pay for stuff these days. So you can understand, you know, not reducing it until they absolutely need to because of dates. See, when he's like this, he's, you know, you won't think there was much wrong, but he wheezes at will. Hopefully my leg's not going to get wet in a minute. And he's not shaking his tail anymore. He's not happy. His back's all bony. He's got loss of vision in one eye. He's deaf. Yeah, I know. Talking about it's crippling me. So, go on, baby. And no, he didn't piss on me, thank God. But yeah. And dogs, unlike people, dogs just love you, you know. And whereas family, I mean, we've all got family, and we've all got shitbag family, haven't we? You know, we've all got family who, you know, are absolute arseholes to you, that you know, that you really don't want to have out to do with. Pets, poof. For the most part, for 99% of dogs, you know, they just love you, unconditional. So, oh, fucking hell, need a beer now. I know. I have such guilt. Yeah, such guilt over it. I mean, you don't want to see anybody suffering. Yeah, he's still eating, Shane. Yeah, still eating, drinking, pissing everywhere, and I do mean everywhere. Yeah, pisses his bed in the front room, all over the kitchen and footman floor. Yeah, it's the suffering. You know, you don't want to see that. Nerve problems. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah. I mean, we have had another dog, Max, before Charlie, and he stopped eating, and you could smell death on him. Awful, really awful. And you know what? On the day that I took him to the vets, he was wagging his tail, and fucking hell, it obliterated me. It's like he knew that was the moment. And so back to the beer. Phew, Jesus. Acorn Imperial Stout, 6%, is now on Auburn's for £1. Wow. You can smell death. I smelt it on Charlie when my mum was in the cancer ward at the city hospital. You walked in and there was this smell. And you know, my mum, she turned around and she says, God, I really feel sorry for these people. And I think she went before they did. She made peace and went. And, you know, let's hope there's an afterlife and all that. FS Draft in the barrel can. Yeah, I think I have, Steve. I have. I think I've reviewed it on the channel, to be fair. 8 till 10, you call it God's waiting room. Wow. Yeah. And obviously none of us know what's happening on the other side, you know. Not legitimately, no, at least. Defibrillator. Yeah, I'm trained on that. Yeah, funnily enough. Yeah. I think I'd shit myself if I tried to use it, though, but certainly trained on it. I should think I'll drink this and not happen while you've been there. But yeah, it's not easy. You know, you can be first aid trained, but when somebody drops to the floor and you've got to use your training, that's when anxiety and stress kick in, and it's not an easy matter. It's tough. It's tough trying to, you know, if you do it wrong, you've got that on your back if you do it wrong, because people suing you these days, isn't it? And that's you know, you're trying your best to help somebody, but yeah, it's not easy at all. So still drinking the Bang the Elephant, hour and 20 minutes later. Jesus Christ. Paid £9 for it, but I'm happy with that. It's decent. I think we get to that point. There's times when I can deal with emergencies, and I can go from being somebody who stands in the background most of the time to being a full-on manager who designates people. You do that, you do that, you do that. And it's amazing how sometimes your anxiety disappears and all of a sudden you're a full-on commander. And yet other times I'm as fucking weak as they come. Let us pray. I'm glad she wasn't saying shake your lettuce. That would have been wrong. Yeah, wrong. So yeah, for people coming late and people watching this in the future, the link on the site is a link to a site with some amazing beers. Like I've said a few times tonight, I don't obviously work for this site, but I am a person who likes people to get bargains, and I've had some belting bargains from these. A few beers that changed, not got all the beers. Yeah, Slurpy's gone. He's gone to sleep. He's had too many beers, and but yeah, some belting beers. The light is starting to go, so I probably only will get to drink this. Actually, I might do a creme Imperial beer review tonight later. Yeah, I think we've got a Chinese coming tonight, so all's good. Good on the wife. Alton Towers tomorrow, so that's good. All day Alton Towers. So I may film a few beer reviews for tonight and have them coming on tomorrow in the day. Needs to replace that old wooden door. He actually needs to varnish it. He works in wood, funnily enough. Get another beer, lol. Well, I might do, actually. Yes, I might drink this and crack open an Imperial Creme Brulee. Yes. See what it's like. Yeah. I don't know if it was 20 pence or 50 pence, but it was bloody worth it for the price. Looking forward to doing a lot more traditional beer reviews over the next winter months. Beer versus beer. King Goblin is now king of beers again. How crazy is that? It beat Broadside. Broadside, though, I don't know what's happened to Broadside. As Lorraine said earlier, Broadside did not taste the same. And I may well have to contact Adnams and say, what have you done to your flagship beer? I like beer versus beer. And I like it if I can give notice, because there's nothing better for me to have 3 or 4 of us, not everyone, because not everyone wants to drink the beers, but 3 or 4 of us weeks in advance. This is what I need to do, and set it up so that, say, on a Sunday or Saturday. Yeah. Broadside was visibly different from the Broadside that I had a few weeks before, which was stunning. Yeah, literally stunning. Local craft has an Oasis breakfast. You get a roll with it. Hey. Good on you, Steve. Yeah, I need breakfast tomorrow. Yeah, all day on the theme park. Stay till late. Oktoberfest as well, so I might get a beer. John, flipping it. Old crafty. I mean, for everybody in the chat who likes traditional beers, now and in the future, for those who watch it in the future, 6 traditional beers that are your top traditional beers. Let's do it. Let's do it. I reckon a lot of them will be. It's tough. I mean, in some ways, 6 from each bloody supermarket. But right, quick wee, and I need to bring a tin opener. Right then. Right, I've got a can opener, tin opener. Yeah, Old Crafty Hen, Abbott Reserve, Fave Homebrew. Ooh, that's a toughie. Guinness West Indies Porter, yep. Old Peculiar, yep. Old Crafty Hen, Butty Back. I like Butty Back. It's not too bad. Fuller's Vintage, yeah. It's Fuller's Vintage if you can get the bugger. That's the difficult part. Favorite homebrew. Right, favorite homebrew kit was and is at the moment Love Brewing's Imperial Stout. 40 quid, 40 pints. Well, it's 42 quid now, actually. Yeah, Butty Back, simple beer. Yeah. 42 quid for 40 pints of Imperial Stout, 8.5. You can add sugar to it to up it. You can add dark malt if you wanted to. You can add essence to it to change it into a cherry Imperial Stout, cherry and vanilla. There's so much you can do to make it something that's equivalent to what the commercial breweries do. Ginger beer, Simply Ginger Beer Kit is simply the best ginger beer kit in the world. And again, it's so easy to play with that beer kit. Other beer kits, Bulldog rather. Evil Dog is an amazing beer kit. It's a great base beer kit, which you can dump the hops that come with it. Had Sabro and American hops. You can change the hops to make any double IPA that basically you can make any double IPA that what you got, Party 7? No, I've got a creme brulee though. Oh, look at that. 9%. But yeah, Evil Dog is a stunning, absolutely stunning double IPA. Yeah, we've made no bones about it. The base double IPA with the right hops. You can use a single hop, 150 grams of hops, chuck it in a hot bag, and you've got a double IPA that's comparable with a lot of your commercial breweries. If you leave it, give it time to brew and whatnot. So, crack on. Happy Saturday night for all those that aren't going out boozing. As for 6 beers from supermarkets, right, let's go. 6 off the cuff beers. And I know a lot more than 6, to be honest. King Goblin, Broadside, Abbott Reserve, Fuller's 1845, Guinness West Indies Porter, St. Peter's Plum Porter, but there's a lot more. It's a Colt 45 and 4X. I don't think I've ever had them, Steve. Don't think I've ever had them. Black Sheep Milk Beer, yeah, Milk Stout. Black Sheep's Wig Welter, also an absolutely stunning beer. Absolutely stunning. So, put my keys in my pocket. Wife's doing cakes, so I can sit out on the decking. And, it's getting a bit dark. The darkness is setting in. Yeah, we're obviously coming into the autumn months. It's a bit strange getting up in the morning. It's pitch black now again. It's... yeah. Do you ever feel that darkness? Good evening, Sam. Or good morning. A very early good morning. 4, 5 o'clock over there. For those that don't know, Sam is in Australia. It is Australia, isn't it? It's not New Zealand, is it? My memory is absolutely shite. So one does apologise. I've done a beer haul tonight, Sam. From the links on the screen. You won't want it in Australia because it costs you a fortune. But it just goes to show you out there that there are beer bargains out there. And, by being a community, Adam told me the link. I've shared that link. There's a lot of us who've got good, cheap beers that you're helping the people who are getting the beers, because they may have got them cheap in the first place, and they're trying to shift stock. Arctic Light, I can't remember that one. Just had a cherry and almond cake. What, beer or cake? But yeah, by all of us across, spotting a bargain, sharing a bargain. I mean, not to the ultra masses, because you'd never get a sniff, but certainly to communities. It gives communities a chance to get some good cheap beers. And most people in the beer, I would say what I call the beer review community, don't mind out of date beers, and and look forward to a good bargain, especially when it's a decent beer. I mean, I've got 65 beers for 53 quid. One of them being a 10%, one of them being a 10 quid beer. Then there's delivery. So the other 34 quid was for the other 64 beers, which, as you know, is some bloody bargain. Ooh. I won't talk about football because obviously. So for those in the chat from the UK, the neon, yeah, lovely scent, big boozy beer. My only downer was there was no one around me to share it with. Sometimes, a beer on your own is better when there's a beer with a similar-minded person, a beer fan. Two beer fans together. Whoa. Swan Australian beer. No, don't remember that. There's a lot of brands that have come and gone. What was the 4X beer? Cooper's? No. Something 4X. Castlemaine 4X. Yeah, it's surprising how stuff's been and gone over the years. A lot of that is down to who's mates with who. Because anywhere in the world, your beer can be reproduced in this country. American beers can be brewed in the UK. The water may not taste the same, but the ingredients certainly do taste the same. And as long as the same care and attention is put to that beer, you can clone it and brew it here. Yes, the Sainsbury's London Porter is an absolute belter. Yeah, I think it is Shepherd and Neame, actually. Yeah, Shepherd Neame. They're a great modern traditional brewery. You haven't gone down the craft beer route properly yet, though. Snyder's House, out of date May 22. You can't fault that, mate, can you? 3 months out of date. So, been a flipping enjoyable night on the decking. I'm just about to crack open the Imperial Creme Brulee. I'm not sure if it was 20 pence or 50 pence, but for an Imperial, I mean, what are you looking at? 4, 5 quid for this? For a 9%er? You've got to be looking at about 4 quid, aren't you? You got 10 bottles of it. Hey, fair play, mate. Fair play. I'm glad that Adam gave I'm glad that Adam gave the information out to us. I passed the information on, and people are getting these good cheap beers. You bought the lot. Fair play. Equivalent to the price of Perfect Draft. We've all got to do what we do. Certainly over this cost of living crisis around the world, we've all got to do what we do to survive, but to enjoy beers. And if we see a bargain, get the bargain. Sam, I've drank beers well out of date, year, 2 years. There's a limit on out of date, obviously. I won't go, many years and years out of date.
Get your bloody food.
Why is the food in?
Yes.
What, Chinese? Ooh. Looks like dinner's here. Bugger. A 12-year-old telling me to get me bloody food. Hey, cheek these days. But yeah, like you say, beers taste amazing well after they've gone past their best before date. We used to have wine in boxes at Sainsbury's that had a best before date, and the wine in boxes, it was Vina Mapo, and it was like a £12 box of wine. The date had gone, so we had to reduce it to £3. Yeah, it never made the shop floor, obviously, because it never made past the beer department because we were the first ones, and we were always going to be the first ones. So reduce it down to £3, 75 pence a bottle, commercial wine. Job's a good one. And yeah, that's some amazing stuff that was out of date. I used to love that department. I didn't like the littlers who are trying to tell me what to do. Yeah, I was 10 times the worker they are, and they're trying to tell me what to do. It's like, fuck off. Augustina in, yeah. So I'm off to Alton Towers tomorrow, and their Oktoberfest is already in play. So I'm looking forward to trying some Oktoberfest beers down there tomorrow. The wife can drive back. I'll drive down. She can drive back. But yeah, trying to get a few beers as you do. May even do an Oktoberfest beer review from Alton Towers. Now that we can get offs. No doubt it'll be expensive, but there you go. So massive thank you to everybody that's come tonight and joined in. The links on the screen. If you like cheap beers and you're from the UK, yeah, don't bother if you're in Australia. I do apologise, Sam. But if you like cheap beers, it's well worth checking them out. I will come back tomorrow night with a beer review, or maybe what that says, or maybe drink some of these where I've got multiples and just have a bit of a chit chat and a beer. But yeah, fucking hell, call me kids Dan. But I can hear them in the background, noisy buggers. And yeah, it's fucking getting dark. Get to bed. But in any case, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for joining in, and we'll see you soon. Cheers. I'm gonna go and eat my dinner, and yeah, and get all these beers down to the shed without breaking them. Yeah, there's a lot of beers, and that bottle on the end is that back box on the end is ridiculously loose. However it got here, not smashed, is unbelievable. And thank God they all got here. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers, everyone. Oktoberfest.